Welcome to Shelton Talks. I invite you this afternoon to my back porch while I'm enjoying a cup of coffee early in the morning. The sun is not out very bright, so with my light sensitivity, I can be out here this morning without a hat, and I enjoy those moments. Today, I want to talk to you about what scripture says about knowing your history. The Bible consistently commands God's people to remember, record, and retell their history. Scripture treats history not as distant information, but as identity, instruction, inheritance. God commands us to remember our story. In Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 7, it says, "Remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations. Ask your father, and he will show you, your elders, and they will tell you." Here, remembering is not optional, it is an act of obedience. The verse ties identity to elders, memory, and generational storytelling. Forgetting your history leads to loss of identity. In Judges chapter 2, verse 10, another generation grew up who knew neither the Lord nor what he had done for Israel. Because they did not know their history, they lost their sense of who they were, and the entire nation drifted. Scripture shows that forgetting your history creates spiritual, cultural, and moral instability. History is what keeps future generations rooted. In Psalms chapter 78, verses 3 and 4, it reads, "Things we have heard and known that our fathers have told us, we will not hide them from their children, but tell the coming generation." Historical memory is framed as a sacred duty, a form of stewardship for those yet to be born. Your testimony builds faith and preserves truth. In Revelations chapter 12, verse 11, it reads, "They overcame by the blood of the Lamb and the word of their testimony." Your story, your lived history is part of how spiritual victory is achieved. Testimony, oral story, is not just personal, it is generational. God often tells his people, write it down. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2. Write the vision, make it plain on tablets. Memory is not only oral, scripture mandates documentation so that truth is preserved accurately and it's passed forward. Remembering history is truly tied to thanksgiving and to worship. In Psalms 105, verse 5, it reads, "Remember the wondrous work that he has done, his miracles, and the judgment he uttered." Friends, recalling history fuels worship. Forgetting it results in dullness. Knowing your history protects you from deception. Going back to Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 12, it says, "Take care lest ye forget the Lord, who brought you out of the land of Egypt." Forgetting makes a people vulnerable politically, spiritually, and emotionally. Remembering is what safeguards truth in a world that often distorts and erases it. History is important. Why? It's important both biblically and culturally. because history preserves your identity. Knowing your roots shape how you walk in the world. The Bible ties heritage to purpose, calling, and stability. History repairs what oppression tried to destroy. Throughout Scripture, oppressors attempts to erase identity. For an example, Babylon, captivity, and God restores it by reminding people of their history. Many of you probably can link current events to something similar of Babylon's captivity. And so it becomes important to remember, to share, and to have the faith that God will restore. History creates continuity between the generation. Your children, your grandchildren gain clarity, they gain strength and belonging when they know the stories of those who came before them. History prevents the repetition of harm. Israel repeatedly fell into trouble when they forgot their history. It's memory that protects you. History honors the ancestors who preserved the path. The Bible consistently lists genealogies, long, detailed, intentional. That alone shows God's value for lineage and for story. So, in one sentence, here's what I leave you with. Scripture teaches that knowing your history is essential because it preserves identity, strengthens faith, protects truth, and ensure that future generations remain rooted, informed, and free. Here at Shelton Legacy Press, I want you to know these three things. Your story matters. You matter. And your legacy matters. And we offer and extend our hand in a partnership with you to assist you in preserving and protecting your history through our oral preservation services. Let us know how we can be of a help to you. Have a lovely day.